Do you find yourself struggling to feel satisfied in your relationship when things aren't going perfectly and there may be some struggles that are going on? Do you want to learn how porn has actually made that effect way stronger than it needs to be? Then keep watching. I am Gabriel Collender. This topic really hits close to home for me. It's something that I've done a lot of work on personally myself and can still come up in my marriage today, but that is part of progression. It's not perfection. It's just continuing to do the work and acknowledging when you've made those improvements. And the concept here is I've watched porn for over 19 years of my life. And when you really think about that, it is such a long period of time. So many instances of watching videos, hundreds of thousands of videos over that period of time. I did the math on it and that's staggering. And so what I've done over that time is I've trained myself to find a video, be turned on by it. But then if I get bored, if I'm not feeling fully satisfied with what I'm watching, click off, go to a new video, rinse and repeat until I am done with my session. And then I've done that over and over and over again. The problem with this is when you get into a relationship with a real living, breathing woman who you love and you care about, you have now ingrained a process of wanting to click off of your girlfriend, of your wife, when she isn't meeting every single desire of yours because of the countless thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of times that you've done that in the past through pornography. And if you don't have that awareness around the behaviors and the pulls and the tendencies that you have in that regard, then you're just going to keep going about what you've been doing, but with the person that you really care about. And for me, when I realized that, it was a huge game changer. It was a huge shift. And I think for any of you guys out there that are watching this video that are in relationship and really want to step up and make a shift here, this is going to really hit home for you. When this concept really hit home for me and I was able to start to make changes around it is the time that I finally accepted that this was going to be a process. It wasn't a concept that I needed to understand and then I was all fixed. It was a journey that I needed to go on and really own the fact that it was going to take some time to shift in the way that I wanted. And once I did that, I started to take the moments on a daily basis when I felt triggered around this, when I felt the urge to go click off of my partner, to hone in on my conscious mind and really say, hey, I'm aware now. I do not want to be making this behavior consistent in the rest of my life. I am going to change it. I'm going to dive deeper into the love, into the commitment, into the also attraction and sexual desire that I have for my partner, and accept the fact that our desires and wants don't always have to be in alignment for the relationship to be amazing. And that was massive. Now it's time to dive into 4 steps that are going to really help you integrate this concept and actually start to make a change in your current relationship. Step 1, understand that perfection is a myth. And by that, I mean we as men need to let go of the idea that our woman has to fulfill every fantasy, desire, want of ours in the bedroom, in the timing that we want, in the way that we want it, and then she has to look a certain way and she has to act a certain way. Let go of all that stuff. Instead, look at the really important things that your woman is bringing to you in the relationship. And by that, I mean, does she really love you? Does she accept you for who you are, but also push you in a loving way to be the best version of yourself as a man, to help you grow into who you're capable of being? Is she honest when she speaks to you? Is she coming from a place of trying to bring you up, not put you down? Is she supportive of your career and what you're trying to make in the world and in your mission? There are countless other things that I can go into around that, but just don't get so fixated on the things that are more on the superficial side and instead really focus on the amazing things that she is able to bring from a place of what you really feel as a man and feel from her femininity as a woman when you're in a relationship with her. Step 2, communicate with your partner about your desires and take the time to get curious about hers. By this, I mean have a conversation where you really express what you truly want in the bedroom, outside of the bedroom. What do you want from the relationship? How do you want to be met? What is going to make you feel a full wow, I am being met by this woman? And then also ask for her to share that with you and to really be open and honest and let her know that you're not afraid to hear things that she could worry would hurt your feelings or make you not feel great, and that you just want to have that open line of communication so you both can be able to really receive what you want in the relationship and show up for one another in the best version of yourselves. Step 3, realize that it's okay for your desires and your partner's desires, especially in the bedroom, but in general, to not always be in alignment all the time. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be the wow. There are never any fluctuations here. There are never any differences here. It's not about the perfection of that. It's about how you navigate your differences, how you can even celebrate your differences and really learn to love them and appreciate the uniqueness of what your partner brings that is different than what you bring, because that can lead to a lot of polarity, a lot of difference between you two can actually be an exciting thing when you really own it and appreciate it and understand it. What makes them tick, what turns them on can be different than what turns you on. And sometimes, the vibe just isn't there. But when you let go of that pressure of it needing to be perfect and always in alignment, you will find that things actually flow much more easier when you are wanting to connect. And it's just more fun because when you take the pressure off, you both can just take a deep breath, appreciate and enjoy the relationship, and definitely get to appreciate, dive in, and enjoy the sex more. Step 4, really integrate those first 3 steps and feel that deepening of the love, commitment, and connection in your relationship that has come from those 3 steps. And this is about really integrating it, taking it in, actually not just thinking about the actions, doing the actions, but feeling the actions. Notice the differences that taking the time to have those conversations, to share vulnerably, to really be open, and to increase the intimacy of knowing one another and what you really want deep down, how that has shifted how you feel about one another, how you maybe feel even more open and expressive and desirous of meeting each other in the bedroom sexually and in other aspects of the relationship. So take that time to notice the shift there and continue to check in on these things. Maybe do it on a weekly basis or a monthly basis. See how you're feeling. See if there are new ideas, new desires, new things that you want to share with your partner, because communication and really understanding one another's deepest desires, what you really want to feel in your relationship and in your connection, is an absolute game changer. And I can speak from experience when I say that it is a beautiful thing to experience. Now you need to make a decision on how you want to go about really integrating and embodying these changes and making sure that they actually happen. So there's really 2 approaches that you can have here. Approach number 1 is you can go it alone, lone wolf it, just do your own thing. I've done that before myself. The reality is it's pretty hard. You don't have very much support. You can watch some videos about it, get some shifts, get some changes, and if you're hardcore dedicated to it, you can make some lasting change. I will for sure be honest with you on that. But there also is option number 2, which is getting support in that journey. I myself have experienced getting support to help up level different aspects of myself that I really wanted to work on. And that may be in the bedroom, that may be through opening myself up emotionally. There's so many different ways that you can receive that help in the journey to help also increase the speed at which you get the results that you want. Instead of it being a multi-year process to get from point A to point B, it can be a multi-month process. And that's what I do with men. I help them speed up the timeline to get the results that they want when they really want to fully penetrate their relationship, show up in their masculine, be the absolute best version of a partner, of a boyfriend, of a husband that they could be to their woman. If they want to increase their sexual stamina, to be able to have 50 energetic orgasms, master your sexual energy, and be able to finally let go of porn. Those are the things that I specialize in. And if you're somebody that wants to have that happen as quickly as possible and get from point A to point B, then shoot me a message via my website or go check out another one of my videos. I'll see you over there.